everybody. I hope that you're all doing well. The energy that we're starting off with is one where you can be wanting something that's maybe more aligned with your standard. What that means is that you could be having an experience where you're recognizing this doesn't really meet my standard that I have, and I do have a standard, and I'm understanding that specifically through this situation. We're starting off with Four of Cups. Four of Cups can be when you don't like something, it can be when you don't want something, it can be when you're not feeling something. I get the sense of you working on connecting right now. Actually, I am seeing a Three of Cups. Some of you can have somebody be wanting to connect with you. You can be being invited to go somewhere or to do something. But the Three of Cups is coming out on its side. And I was also seeing Three of Cups in the pre-shuffle. You can be like considering whether or not you want to hang out with this person or like even be friends with them or something like that. Some of you, there could have been something that happened. It would feel recent regardless of the timing of this. I think overall what you can feel attracted to right now is wanting to connect with people that you feel like are on the same page. And maybe something had been going on where that wasn't the case. And I'm wondering too if starting off with the Four of Cups can be indicating that maybe you have somebody coming through and you're like, I don't feel like we are on the same page with one another. Like this can be somebody that wants to connect with you, but it may just feel like it's not really working. The way that this is looking is like somebody offering something to you and you being like, no, I don't want that. Like, this is what I want to move towards. So you can have like something else in mind here. And then having that Three of Cups, this can be something that you're going to end up connecting with. Now, I don't know if this is like an actual person that you know already that you want to move towards, or it's just the idea of like, I want to move towards things that I feel more connected with. Can be either. Yeah, something's coming in. I'm seeing you don't want it. So I don't know what this is that's being offered to you, but whatever it is, you look at that and you feel like it's not really what you want. It's not really what you need. It's not really what you're into. So this will be something that you'll want to decline on. So even though it's presenting itself to you, it feels like it's not really the vibe. I feel like maybe you want to be around a different person or different people or be like involved in like different sorts of events even. I think the Three of Cups overall has to do with who you're spending time with and maybe you have, or what you're spending your time doing. And you can be wanting to like find some place or some person or people that you're going to feel more connected with. But that also means to not be, you need to not be taking offers for things that you're not really into, and you have to be clear about that as well. So maybe this is about you communicating this, like making a decision. You know, if you don't like something, you don't want to do it, you don't want to be part of it anymore, you may actually be saying no. But it feels like you're going to have to say that then. Kind of like, well, you're not going to be able to go where you want to go unless you do this, unless you make the choice to do this. It feels like the choice to separate. This could also be a relationship too. Yeah, this can be wanting to be around a person or people that kind of like match your excitement more, or are like interested in similar things or care about similar things to you, doing stuff that you feel like is interesting, engaging, exciting, fun for you, spontaneous, or if you like things that are not spontaneous, then things that are not spontaneous. It can be like maybe you want somebody that's going to be like more consistently sort of where you are with things overall. But yeah, if that's the case, it means that you're going to have to like redirect your time and change that, because you may be pouring your energy into or like accepting invitations to hang out with people, go places, do things that maybe you don't really want to be doing. So now can be a time when you're more clear about that. You're not going to be forcing yourself to do things that you don't want to do. And know too that this is part of the process of you connecting with who and what you do want to be connecting with. Because you can't do all of it. Because if you're entertaining things that don't resonate with you, that is stealing energy away from the things that are going to resonate with you. So you're making choices that contradict what you're trying to manifest. So it's important that you do this. It's important that you take this step. Yeah, as I'm saying that, the Magician is coming out. This is about what you're manifesting. It's about what you have in mind. And it's about something that maybe you were manifesting before that you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. So it can be a relationship. It can be a person. It can be a group of friends. Whatever this is, this feels more social than anything. And that you want to have a deeper sense of connection and resonance. Whatever it was that you were manifesting before, that may have worked for you. Things have changed now. That's not working anymore. And so this is about, it looks like it can be developing new relationships, new network, new like group of friends or new relationship, whatever it might be that you want to be doing. Feels like your attention is going to have to go into that then, if this is something that you want to cultivate. You need to stop giving your attention to whatever this is that it's not making sense for you anymore. You just don't want to do that anymore. Sometimes I've noticed too that when a message will come through like this, where it's like, do this now, what it means is that like even astrologically, it can be the time where it may be easier for you to connect with the right people, but you have to be making those choices that will support that manifesting. So it can be a time where it's easier to meet people, to connect with them, to get into the group that you want to get into, or like start classes somewhere you want to start classes. Whatever it is that you want to be doing, this can be kind of a like time is of the essence now to be doing this, because it will be like easier for things to fall into place, and to also not be saying yes to things that you want to say no to, and to stop entertaining those things. Because it's kind of on you as far as like what's manifesting here, and why continue to do something that clearly you're not into anymore, and that it's just going to be sealing away other opportunities from you. So this can also be too like, connect with the person or the people that you want to be connecting with. Like disconnect from people you don't want to be connecting with, or the situations you don't want to be connecting with, or the themes that you don't want to be connecting with anymore. So yeah, for some of you, I'm wondering if there's even like a specific person or something like that maybe you like actually do want to go in the direction of, that would be like very excited to connect with you too. Like, see how this is. I'm seeing this as being your energy, and this is your energy, this is what you want to do. This can be potentially a person that you want to be connecting with. See how you're the Knight of Cups, and see how they're the Knight of Wands. This can be somebody that like they also want to connect with you, but you're going to have to make that move towards that person then. But yeah, it can be somebody that's really on the same page with you. But what this means is that if you're going to connect with this person or these people or this situation, that whatever whatever you don't really like anymore, you're not feeling anymore, it's not really the vibe for you anymore. That doesn't mean you don't like, it can be something like maybe there's somebody new that you want to be friends with, and maybe there's like an old friend that you're like, we don't really get along, or like I don't really like the way that they treat me, or I feel like we don't really have compatible values, or whatever, whatever you're feeling about the relationship. That doesn't mean that you don't like the person at all, but it can be that you want like a different type of connection, or you want like a different dynamic with someone. So whatever this is, any type of relationship, whatever it is, it can be the time when you like make that switch or make that change that you want to be making, and that you want to go, whatever it is that you're going towards, it will be the thing where you feel like you get to bring your whole self, that it is a choice that is choosing deeper connection. It can be a choice for deeper intimacy. It can be a choice of deeper resonance for you. And that also means acknowledging what no longer resonates. The only reason why there can be hesitance to make a choice like this is because we can have a hard time ending things and walking away and closing things out and letting go of things. But it seems like pretty clear at this point that there's like a different type of vibe that you want, and it's about giving yourself permission to go in the direction of what feels like real, true, honest connection for you. And that it seems like that's available with the Two of Cups. Like, what you want is around and you can be connecting with it, but you have to make the choice to choose what you actually want over what's not resonating with you anymore, or choosing what's actually going to resonate with you over what doesn't satisfy you. Because it's not even a matter of want. We can all want situations to work, but does it actually work? Like, do you walk away from the interaction feeling good, feeling rejuvenated, feeling energized? Or is it like, well, I wanted to connect and then I spent time with this person and I feel like even more disconnected than before. I feel like even lonelier than before. Like, what am I even doing that? Like, why am I spending my time doing this? So it can be the time when you just look at that. Stuff that can be feeling more empty for you, or just like really lacking that deeper. I just see it being about connection overall. Stuff that's lacking that deeper connection and that like feeling. This can be what you're deciding that you're not going to be entertaining anymore. This can even be situations too with, like, for example, this can be a situation with a person where maybe you have somebody coming through and they're like, hey, do you want to do this together? And the feeling that you get immediately is like, no, for some reason, like, I don't want to go, or I don't want to like be around them, whatever. I'm like not really feeling excited about that, or like I had plans to do this instead. Like, am I really going to switch my plans up? You end up entertaining it, you go hang out with the person, and then you like come back home and you're like, that was such a waste of my time. So it can be moments like these where it's like you're starting to acknowledge that this is like more so on a consistent basis. You're feeling like that, telling you that like you need to switch it up here and that you want something different. And for some of you, like, you may even have a person already in mind, or something like, or like whatever it is, you may have something in mind already that you want to be doing, whether this is like a vision or you have like an actual person that you want to be connecting with. And so it's about like choosing that, the thing where you're actually like choosing what you want rather than choosing something that's presenting itself out of convenience when it's like not actually what you want. But I feel like you have to take initiative with this, having the King of Wands here, where like maybe you need to reach out to somebody and say like, hey, I want to get together, or like, hey, do you want to like start hanging out or something, or do you want to go here with me? It's going to be something like that, seeing that. So yeah, it's showing like you're gonna have to put in the effort if you want something to come together here. And for some of you, like I actually do see a person that you can be deciding like, hey, I actually want to start spending time with them. So it can be somebody that you're gonna reach out to and like want to connect with them and make that happen. I see this as being somebody that would be open to your energy having that Three of Cups. And I'm hearing the Hierophant. Maybe some of you guys are dealing with a Taurus. I'm seeing a Three of Cups and I'm seeing the Magician here. So this would be somebody that would have like the same idea about like the dynamic and the relationship as you, where it can be something that's like enjoyable and feels good and feels right to both of you guys, where you guys would be like on the same page actually. Because whatever this is, I feel like you haven't been on the same page with whoever, whatever you've been dealing with before. That doesn't mean that you don't have love for those people or those situations, but it can just mean that like maybe it's something that you've outgrown or that you've like changed or you want something different now, which is totally fine. So it can be a time when your choices are going to reflect honestly the way that you actually feel. So then stuff can feel fun for you again. And you can be doing things that it's what you want to be doing. But it is whatever you make it. This also feels, I guess, something specifically about like you're going to be the one that, if you want this, you have to be the one to take initiative, where you kind of have to take charge or like take control of this situation. But I also get something about whoever, whatever this is that you'll be connecting with, like seeing that Knight of Wands there, this will be somebody that matches your energy. So they'll like return that same energy to you, meaning mutual. It will be mutual. So that specifically is important too about this. So this isn't you just like reaching out to people and being like the energy isn't there and then you keep trying to push it or something like this. This is like somebody or people that will be like, yeah, I love that idea, I'm so excited about that too, or like, yeah, I'm totally on the same page with you. Like that part is really important. So yeah, it will feel very genuine in that way, where it will just feel mutual. And that's a quality that I'm seeing be connected with that. And then it's like, then that Three of Cups happens, which is when that like merging and coming together happens, where it's like, are you having a good time? I'm having a really good time, like that sort of thing here. And because we have Mercury, this can be about communication and you needing to communicate and say like, hey, I have a vision for us and like the connection, whatever, like, would you want to do that? Or just like make plans even. We can have that with Mercury too. Like, hey, you want to do something. But yeah, I feel like you have to be the one, the way that the energy is coming through is that you have to be the one to initiate this if this is what you want. Okay. All right, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting and tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.